everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're tuning in today because we're going to be demystifying the notoriously confusing world of the kidney diet. Look, if you or a loved one are navigating kidney health right now, you already know just how overwhelming the nutrition advice can get, right? Honestly, it often feels like literally everything you've ever learned about eating well gets flipped completely upside down. But don't stress, we're going to break it all down step by step today. We're turning what feels like a restrictive rulebook into a delicious, totally manageable recipe for life. So let's just dive right into it. So think about this for a second. When is eating healthy foods, stuff like bananas and tomatoes, actually harmful to your body? Sounds like a trick question, doesn't it? I mean, for most of our lives, we're told to load up on potassium-rich bananas and vitamin-packed tomatoes. But here's the crazy irony. When your kidneys are compromised, standard healthy diet advice completely flips. For someone with kidney disease, those exact same healthy foods can cause a really dangerous buildup of minerals in the blood. It's a total paradigm shift. To make sense of this shift, here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, the kidney, the body's filter. 2, core nutrition rules. 3, kidney-protecting fruits. 4, kidney-friendly vegetables. 5, smart protein sources. And 6, safe cooking secrets. Let's start with section 1, the kidney, the body's filter. Understanding your internal filtration station. Think of your kidney as this highly advanced bean-shaped water treatment plant right inside you. Its main job, acting as your body's ultimate filter. It's removing waste through urine, producing crucial hormones, and meticulously balancing all your minerals and fluids. But when this filter gets damaged or clogged, it just can't process those heavy minerals efficiently anymore. Suddenly, excess minerals and fluids are literally backing up into your bloodstream. Over time, that system backup is what causes severe issues. We're talking heart disease, weakened bones, and really dangerous muscle cramps. Moving on to section 2, core nutrition rules. The big 3 minerals to manage. Okay, if you're dealing with chronic kidney disease or CKD, these are your new golden rules. First, sodium. That needs to stay under 2,300 milligrams a day. Too much sodium causes fluid retention and spikes your blood pressure, which just hammers the kidneys even more. Next up is potassium, which you want to keep under 3,000 milligrams. Normally, it helps muscles function, sure, but a damaged kidney can't filter it out. That means high potassium can literally trigger irregular heartbeats. No joke. And finally, phosphorus. Normally, it builds strong bones, but now it needs to be restricted to just 600 to 800 milligrams. If phosphorus builds up, it actually leaches calcium right out of your bones, making them brittle. These 3 are basically the dietary villains of kidney disease. They need strict management. So the whole trick here is knowing what to swap out and what to swap in. While you absolutely must avoid that excess sodium, potassium, and phosphorus, you desperately need to hunt down vitamin C, flavonoids, and omega-3s. You see, kidney disease causes massive cellular inflammation. By flooding your system with these specific antioxidants and healthy fats, you are essentially deploying an internal repair crew. They get right to work fighting that cellular inflammation and protecting your renal cells from further oxidative stress. That brings us to section 3, kidney-protecting fruits, vibrant, low-potassium superstars. Now, I want to shift our tone a bit here to abundance. I know, giving up your morning banana is a tough pill to swallow, but I promise the alternatives are fantastic. Just because bananas, oranges, and kiwis are off limits doesn't mean you can't have amazing fruit. Take pineapple, for example. It is a phenomenal tropical alternative. Not only is it delightfully low in potassium, but it also contains this super powerful enzyme called bromelain. And bromelain actively works to reduce inflammation in your body and can even help dissolve certain types of kidney stone crystals. Pretty amazing, right? Next up on our fruit list, red grapes and cranberries. These guys are absolute powerhouses. Red grapes are packed with vitamin C and a very special flavonoid called resveratrol. Resveratrol has been shown to benefit heart health and drastically cut down renal inflammation. Cranberries, on the other hand, contain unique phytonutrients called A-type proanthocyanidins. Now, that's just a really fancy way of saying they create a slippery, non-stick barrier that stops bacteria from clinging to your urinary tract and bladder. That offers you incredible protection against infections that could complicate things even further. And hey, you really can't go wrong with apples. An apple literally contains 0 sodium. None. Making it a perfectly safe, crunchy go-to snack. But it also packs a massive punch of quercetin. Quercetin is a specific antioxidant that actually helps neutralize excess salts and shields your kidneys from oxidative stress. If you're looking to prevent kidney stones and maintain a healthy low-potassium diet, apples absolutely need to be a staple in your kitchen. Let's look at section 4, kidney-friendly vegetables, the smart veggies for your plate. Okay, if there's an absolute superstar vegetable for kidney health, it is without a doubt the red bell pepper. Because they're extremely low in potassium, they are not going to overload your filtration system, but at the same time, they're incredibly nutrient dense. They're packed with vitamins A, C, B6, folic acid, and fiber. Plus, they contain lycopene, which is an antioxidant linked to a reduced risk of certain cancers and is just straight up amazing for overall renal protection. Now, let's talk about some smart substitutions. We all love potatoes, but they are notoriously high in potassium. The good news, cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower and cabbage are phenomenal low-potassium alternatives. You can mash cauliflower exactly like potatoes. You get all that comforting texture along with a huge dose of vitamin C, vitamin K, and these great anti-inflammatory compounds called indoles. Cabbage is equally awesome. It's cheap, it's versatile, and it's loaded with insoluble fiber to keep your digestive system running smoothly, all without the heavy mineral baggage. So what about a crunchy snack? Most nuts, think almonds or cashews, are unfortunately way too high in phosphorus to be safe for a strict kidney diet. But macadamia nuts are a rare, super delicious exception. They are uniquely low in phosphorus, but still deliver those incredibly healthy, heart-protecting unsaturated fats right alongside vitamin B, copper, and iron. They are the absolute perfect safe addition when you just really need some crunch. On to Section 5, Smart Protein Sources, the delicate balancing act of protein. So here's the deal. Your body absolutely needs protein to maintain muscle mass, to heal, and just to stay strong. However, processing protein creates waste products that the kidneys then have to filter out. Too much protein completely strains the system. Now, when you're choosing between animal protein and plant-based protein, there is a super fascinating nuance here. Animal proteins like skinless chicken or egg whites are high quality for sure, but you have to strictly manage the portion sizes. Plant-based proteins like tofu or lentils are amazing because the phosphorus found in plants is actually less bioavailable to the human body. What that means is you absorb way less of the phosphorus from a plant source than you would from a piece of meat. It makes plant-based proteins an incredibly smart strategy for kidney patients. So, what exactly should be going into your shopping cart? Here are your top smart proteins. First, egg whites. The yolk is where all that pesky phosphorus hides. So, by sticking to just the whites, you get pure, high-quality protein with almost zero phosphorus. Second, skinless chicken breast. It's far lower in sodium and phosphorus than dark meat or processed deli meats. Third, sea bass and fatty fish like salmon or mackerel. Those deliver those vital anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids we talked about. And finally, shiitake mushrooms. They are an incredibly savory plant-based alternative that gives you great texture and B vitamins without stressing out those kidneys. And finally, Section 6, Safe Cooking Secrets, from the grocery aisle to your kitchen. Because, listen, how you prepare your food is just as important as what you actually buy. Step 1. Always choose fresh or frozen over canned. Canned goods are just notorious for being loaded with sodium to preserve them. Step 2 is a brilliant, super practical trick. If you want to eat a vegetable that's slightly higher in potassium, peel it, chop it, and boil it in a massive pot of water. The boiling process actually leaches a huge amount of the potassium right out of the vegetable and into the water. Just make absolutely sure you drain that water and don't reuse it for soup, okay? And step 3, ditch the salt shaker entirely. Now, ditching salt absolutely does not mean your food has to be bland. No way. You can build incredible deep flavor profiles using garlic, onions, and olive oil. Garlic is rich in manganese and sulfur compounds that actively reduce inflammation. Onions, they give you that deep, savory flavor without a single drop of sodium. Plus, they add a prebiotic boost for your gut health. And cooking with olive oil gives you a calorie-dense, completely phosphorus-free, healthy fat that protects your cardiovascular system. You're not just avoiding bad things here. You're actively healing with your seasonings. And that really brings us to our final thought for today. Protecting your kidneys is absolutely 100% not about eating bland, restrictive food. It's entirely about eating smart food. It's about knowing the rules of your internal filter, swapping out those heavy mineral villains, and fully embracing a vibrant, delicious abundance of kidney-safe fruits, veggies, and proteins. You now have the blueprint. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Armed with all this new knowledge, how are you going to transform your very next grocery trip to take charge of your health? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep learning, keep eating smart, and take care of yourselves.